most expensive things in the world. The thing about being rich is that you can afford to be eccentric and no one will laugh at you. And also the thing about having lots of money to spend is that you can buy the most ridiculous things at even more ridiculous prices and show it off. In this video, we will show you the 10 most expensive things in the world today. Let's get it on. 10. Parking spot in Hong Kong. $1 million. There have been many times when you would have given anything for a parking spot, but almost $1 million bucks? Hong Kong is notorious for its high property prices and has some of the most expensive homes globally. Now, it may also have what might be the world's priciest place to park your car. A single 134.5 square foot parking spot at a 73-story office tower in the glitzy financial district sold for $1 million, according to local media reports. That works out to be just over $7,200 per square foot. By comparison, the average apartment in upscale Manhattan goes 4 times less at around $1,770. The parking spot owner, a logistics tycoon, Johnny Shing, sold it to somebody with an office in the building. The sales price per square foot is 3 times more than the median square foot price for homes in Hong Kong, which has been ranked by the Demography International Housing Affordability Survey as the world's most expensive housing market for over a decade. Number 9. Magnetic floating bed, $1.6 million. Not too long ago, it would have sounded like some futuristic science fiction, but here it is. The world's most expensive luxury bed that is not suspended, but instead is tethered to the ground, so it does not simply just drift up and away. 7 years of study went into the development process of the permanent, non-degrading, magnetic support system for the 7-figure sleeping platform. The bed frame is a simple rectilinear board painted black and appears to hover on invisible legs. As the old argument goes, if you are going to spend a third of your life lying on something, you might as well make it something nice. Since it can hold up over 1,500 pounds, well, the weight will not pose a problem for most people. To be fair, it is worth questioning the real value of such an expensive solution. How is this floating magnetic bed so fundamentally different from a normal bed, or a hanging, water, or other specialty sleepers? And what is it about that experience that makes the design worth as much as a mansion? Perhaps it's just another plaything for the rich, for now at least. But who knows, as technology evolves, maybe it will be a teenage fad 10 years from now. 8. Graff Diamonds Hallucination Watch, $55 million. The Graff Hallucination jewelry watch, presented in the 2014, takes the cake with its $55 million price tag. The dizzying concoction of 110 carats of rare, multicolored diamonds is estimated to be the most valuable watch on the planet. Based on a concept developed by Lawrence Graff, chairman of Graff Diamonds, the finished timepiece is an accumulation of thousands of hours of work by Graff's highly skilled team of designers, gemologists, and master craftsmen. The term watch, though, can be used very loosely here. Amidst the myriad of breathtakingly beautiful diamonds, a small quartz dial surrounded by a small pink diamonds can be seen right in the center of the piece. The value of this timepiece does not come from the quartz dial embedded in the center, but by what is surrounding it. Now, more specifically, the Graff Hallucination comprises a multitude of fancy, vivid yellow, fancy intense blue, fancy light gray blue, fancy green, fancy orange, and a lot of course fancy intense pink and fancy light pink diamonds. Altogether, the diamonds on this watch weigh a staggering 110 carats. To add to its beauty, a large variety of cuts have been used, including marquise, radiant, pear, round, and heart-shaped diamonds. 7. 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, $70 million. In 2018, the vintage Italian sports car broke a record when Chicago's David McNeil, the founder and the CEO of WeatherTech, bought it for $70 million. As CNN explains, it is extremely rare for an owner to part with one at any price, because only 39 were built by Ferrari between 1962 and 1964. At the time of McNeil's purchase, the auction chairman James Knight said, "The Ferrari 250 GTO is the motoring market's equivalent of Van Gogh's sunflowers." Who else owns this legendary vehicle? Ralph Lauren, Pink Floyd drummer Nick Mason, and British billionaire Lord Anthony Bamford. 6. Whittleback Graff diamond, $80 million. At one time, weighing in at 35.56 carats, the Whittleback Graff stunning blue diamond is believed to have been discovered in the famed Golconda mines of India, where many of the world's most historic diamonds were found during the 17th century. The unique shape of the diamond, referred to as a stellar brilliant cut by some experts, dates the cutting of the stone in Europe back in the 1650s. The stellar brilliant cut features 82 facets arranged in an atypical pattern. The star facets on the crown were vertically split, and the pavilion had 16 needle-like facets arranged in pairs pointing outward from the culet facet. Historian Herbert Teleander hailed the stunning execution of this cut as one of the earliest brilliant cuts. While historians are uncertain as to who carried this beautiful stone from India to Europe, many surmise that it came in the pouch of the legendary explorer and gems trader, Jean-Baptiste Tavernier. 5. Garcon Etoile pipe, $104 million. This is yet another invaluable and timeless piece of art by the master Pablo Picasso himself. He made this masterpiece oil on a canvas back in 1905 during his Rose period and was hardly 24 years old. It features a boy in blue, but Picasso was not very vocal about who the painting was about. There are few conjectures about him caring to protect his identity from the public eye by not revealing much detail about the obscure content of this painting, but it has always remained the subject of study amongst experts and art lovers. Considering its obscure history, there is no wonder that it costs a humongous $104 million. 4. Salvador Mundi, $450 million. Salvador Mundi was last bought by the Saudi prince Badr bin Abdullah bin Muhammad bin Bahran Al Saud in a public auction for $450 million. It is one of the most iconic Renaissance paintings by legendary Leonardo da Vinci. The increased value of this painting is because it has gone missing in 1763 and then was retrieved in the 1900s. It was believed that this priceless art piece had somehow been destroyed or lost until Sir Charles Robinson repurchased it for a long time. It is also speculated that Da Vinci had originally made the paintings for Louis XII of France. The piece of art is among the priciest possessions in the world today. Now, before revealing the top 3 most expensive things in the world, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so by clicking on the subscribe icon below. Also, give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell for timely updates of our latest uploads. Let's continue. 3. Villa Leo Plata, $750 million. Located on the heights of Villefranche-sur-Mer at the Cairo Pass between Nice and Monaco, and enjoying a breathtaking view of the Mediterranean, Villa Leo Plata is an exceptional architectural marvel. It is one of the most expensive in the world, the third according to some estimates, $750 million or about 653 million euros, the first being Buckingham Palace and the second a house built in India in 2010. The villa of the 2,700 square meters has 10 bedrooms and benefits from an 8-hectare park with more than 1,200 trees of various varieties. 390 million euros is the sum for which the Russian oligarch Mikhail Porkhrov bought the villa, then owned by Lily Safra, widow of Edmund Safra, on 23rd of July 2008, paying 39 million euros as a down payment, before finally withdrawing on December 16, 2008, 1 week after the date set for the final signature. A legal battle would follow, which lasted until 2012, as the Court of Cassation rejected Mikhail Porkhrov's request to recover his deposit, which Lily Safra had donated to the charities and medical research organization. 2. Antelia, $2 billion. There are luxury homes, and then there is Antelia, the Mumbai home of business magnate Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries. Inspired by the mythical Atlantic island, Mukesh Ambani's abode, located in the South Mumbai's Atla Mount Road, is estimated to be the world's second most expensive property after the Buckingham Palace. The high-end mansion reportedly costs an estimated $2 billion. The 400,000 square foot building is situated in one of the world's most expensive addresses, Atla Mount Road in the South Mumbai. The building comes with 27 floors, replete with extra high ceilings. Every floor is the same height as an average 2-story building. In fact, Antelia can survive an earthquake of 8 on the Richter scale. The top 6 floors of the building have been set aside as a private full-floor residential area. The Mukesh Ambani home comes with a mega temple, a host of guest suites, a salon and an ice cream parlor, and a private movie theater to accommodate about 50 people. Ambani must be a huge fan of Need for Speed. It is no wonder that the Antelia has 6 dedicated floors for cars. In fact, the garage has space to accommodate 168 cars. The building in South Mumbai has a dedicated car service station at the 7th floor. Talking about a need for speed, Antelia also has 9 high-speed elevators, each assigned to different floors. How about that for a home? Number 1. Yacht History Supreme, $4.8 billion. We've seen some opulent yachts, but the 100-foot History Supreme takes the gold-encrusted cake. A British purveyor of luxury gadgets, Stuart Hughes, took a break from his role as an iPad alchemist to create the $4.8 billion super yacht covered in platinum and gold from bow to stern. Purchased by an anonymous Malaysian businessman, History Supreme is the most expensive yacht ever sold. The Daily Mail reports that the impressive vessel took 3 years to complete and used over a staggering 220,462 pounds of precious metals. Everything from the base of the boat to the deck, dining area, rails, and anchor was decked out in gold and platinum. The exorbitant price tag is also the result of the lavish master bedroom, adorned in platinum with a wall feature made from meteoric stone and a genuine T-Rex dinosaur bone. It is rumored that Robert Kuok purchased the super yacht, worth 10 times the amount Roman Abramovich paid for his Eclipse mega yacht. Kuok is one of the only 3 Malaysians with a net worth of 5 billion or more, according to the Forbes billionaire list. Now that's all on our video about the most expensive things in the world. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of such content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our latest uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.